Hello, this is Dustin with Home Mender, and today we're going to do something creative. We're going to build a wine rack out of a pallet, this big pallet craze. Everybody loves them, the rustic look, and it's super easy and probably free. Let's get to it. So the first thing we want to do is select the right pallet. Typically they've got this little arch in them on the bottom side, so I flipped this pallet around, and I like this arch here. So we're going to cut it off right about there. It's about 16 inches tall. That'll give you room to slip the wine bottle in without hitting the top. We're going to need to pull off a couple of these boards to get to it, to cut it. I'm going to show you how. Now they usually use some ribbed or twisty nails to put these pallets together. So getting them off typically with a pry bar is going to break them. You have to do them a little different. I'm going to put the pry bar behind the wood like so, and then beat the nail down and hopefully break the nail instead of pull the nail out. And then kind of walk it out. Now I'm gonna need at least 2 pieces to do the bottom, maybe the glass holder, and to trim out the top. So we're gonna want to take off about 3 pieces and not damage them. That didn't come off very easy. We're gonna have to find some wood somewhere else to get this done. But you can see I have my wine rack exposed. We're going to leave these 3 on the back, cut it off right there. I'm going to measure over from the bottom about 15 inches. Go ahead and square your line. Same thing with the middle and bottom. Now let's cut our rack with a skill saw. Now, depending on where your boards fall to your middle one, you might not be able to get a skill saw in there. Might need to cut it with a handsaw. Looking good. Now we need to get some wood put along the bottom to hold the wine in. Hopefully your other boards came off a little easier than mine. Mine did not come off easy. I had to rob this from another pallet. But we can flip it on its top and put this side down here to close in the wine rack. Now I'm going to use staples instead of nails because sometimes this wood is super hard. Little wood glue. And we got a couple exposed nails right here, which is pretty cool. Now you can either choose to trim out the top or not trim out the top. I like them both ways, but I think I do like them trimmed. I'm going to slip in a nice skinny piece of wood up top just to make it look like we finished it off. Awesome. Now let's do the glass holder. Alright, I got my wine glass board here, and we're going to mark out where our glasses are going to go. Usually can get 6 glasses comfortably on, let's see, mine is about 32 inches wide. Holds about 8 bottles and 6 glasses. So we're going to take this measurement. Mine is actually a little shorter than the bottom. It's a 30 inch. So I'm putting my glasses every 5 inches away. So I'm going to start at 2.5 and then go to 5 inches, 5 inches, 5 inches. That gives them all uniform and makes them all look pretty all in a row like a chorus girl. Now we're going to go where it's going to fall in the middle of the board. My board is 3.5, so we're going to go over to 1 3/4 inches. 1 3/4 inches, put a mark. So those are where my hole is going to be drilled. Now we need a 1-inch paddle bit so we can drill holes for the wine glass stem. Looking good. Now we take our square and we square off the hole to the slot. Looking good. Now we're ready to mount. All right, set our blocks to build up our wine rack. Make sure you get one in the middle. Let's make sure our placement is correct. It's in the middle. Now we are going to glue down and shoot down these blocks. There we go. Now let's glue down the glass holder. Looking good. Now let's go get some wine. Test this thing out. Alright, we just hung it on 2 nails. Let's give it a test. Working awesome. Guess I should have started this project at 4 in the afternoon instead of 9 in the morning. So that's it. Just made a sweet new pallet wine rack, and now you can be the envy of the neighborhood for those dinner parties. So for Home Mender Inc., this is Dustin. I hope you learned something today, and if you did, don't forget to click subscribe. Thanks for watching.